This is my box from Dalton. This looks pretty straightforward.
This is going to be a tough one.
This doesn't look like very much clay.
I'm going to cheat and use a little bit of this foil.
Oh no, I'm almost out. I'm sure Dalton's really struggling right now.
That was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting.
I honestly don't know what he was thinking.
I'm hoping Preston just totally misunderstood what I got him.
For the final touch.
We're going to build Rocky from Project Hail Mary, but there's one catch. We're going to choose each other's materials, and we're not going to give instructions on how to use them. Bring it on.
So this is my box from Dalton. We're gonna find out what he got for me. This looks pretty straightforward. Are we allowed to supplement? This doesn't look like very much clay. Looks like we got some wire for the armature. We've got some clay to sculpt. And then we've got these plastic domes to probably to make that glass looking barrier that he has. And then this looks like a voice module. Okay, kind of big. That takes up like half of that clay. I'm probably gonna have to supplement a little bit. Hopefully that's allowed. I don't know. I might supplement with this for the armature so that I can make this clay go a little further. All right, let's get to it.
Preston got me some foam clay, some wire, and an audio module. Pretty simple. Actually, that's pretty much what I got him too. So this is gonna be a tough one.
So this thing can fill up most of the body, the torso. I don't know what you call it, Rocky's torso, and then some legs, maybe about that big for each leg.
All right, so I'm starting with the legs. I got 5 legs right here, and I'm gonna make a little ball, I guess, for his body, and I'm gonna tie these legs into there.
I kind of want to make him doing the thumbs up.
You know what? I'm gonna cheat and use a little bit of this foil that Preston didn't send me, but it's mainly just because my armature is not very sturdy with this flimsy little wire that he sent me.
Oh no, I'm almost out. Well, I've got the gold stuff. We can use that. You know, I pretty much bought Dalton the same thing, except I bought him foam clay instead of air dry clay. I think it's going to be a little easier for him because the foam clay is a lot lighter weight than this stuff, so I don't know. It'll be easier for him, but watch. He'll still probably choke and I'll win. I mean, seriously, we know how these things go. If you're thinking about voting against me for using foil that Dalton didn't buy for me, just remember, the whole story, this whole book, this whole movie is about ingenuity and using the resources that you have around you, so that's all I'm doing. If anything, you should be voting against Dalton for his lack of ingenuity.
Okay, I've got this body mostly done, so now my plan is to take this wire and loop it around, and this will be what I attach the legs to. So I'm going to attach the legs to it first, then loop it around on there.
Huh? Looking good. Okay, I gotta figure out how to fit this thing in there. Maybe I just... I'm sure Dalton's really struggling right now. Just give him some love in the comments. He needs it. For me, I think this might be the hardest part.
All right, that was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting, mostly because this wire is so dang flimsy. But I think the foil was necessary because we just needed to give it a little bit more shape and a little bit more rigidity so that we can put the clay on top and have something for it to sit on. I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it looks good.
It's looking awesome, but I'm gonna run out of clay. I honestly don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he wanted me to do this smaller, but it's a little too late for that. Luckily, I think I have some air dry clay left over from a previous project. So again, ingenuity. Trying to be resourceful. Keep that in mind when you vote. It's kind of starting to look like a spider, but we're still in the middle. Everything gets a little bit ugly before it starts to look awesome. I mean, at least my projects do. Dalton's just kind of stay in that ugly phase. So this is where I kind of feel like Dalton probably has a leg up on me, is paint. I'm just going to say it, he's always been a better painter than me, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to give it my best. Burnt sienna, that's right, burnt sienna. We're going to use some burnt sienna today.
I'm hoping Preston just totally misunderstood what I got him. I got him this little ball along with the clay and the wire, and I was hoping he would make a little tiny version of Rocky to put inside the ball and make that into a Christmas tree ornament. But I'm kind of hoping that he misunderstood that and he built his way too big and can't use the ball. All right, time to get some paint on him.
The last visual touches. I think he has some little silver veins in there and some viridian. For the final touch. Alright guys, it's time to see who had more ingenuity and creativity and whose Rocky turned out better. Dalton, do you want to show us yours first?
Yeah.
Amaze. Okay, I love it. It looks awesome. And you can pick it up and move it around, which is different than mine. So nice and lightweight.
Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see yours.
Okay.
Thumbs up, baby.
And he's doing the thumbs down. I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
All right, guys. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. We're going to show them to you again, side by side. And let us know in the comments which one you think turned out better, which twin you think is superior, and why. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe.